What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to talk about ticker symbol CTRM, Castor Maritime Inc. We have been following this stock on this channel for a long time. I bought this stock myself and I have been hyper focused looking into every updates into this stock. In this video I'll be sharing a few things. First thing is what exactly happened to CTRM that spiked up yesterday to 42 cents and it was up 30%. Second thing, I'll be sharing about one of the biggest catalysts and the news that came out yesterday as well. Third thing that I'll be sharing is one of the bigger catalysts that can also impact the stock price in upcoming future. I'll be sharing how much insider hold CTRM stocks versus institutions, and I'll be sharing my personal thoughts and opinion about CTRM. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence and research before you buy or sell CTRM. I'm just sharing the information that I researched, hoping that will help you out as well in your research. I have been looking into CTRM. Please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your friends and family so they can take also an advantage of the research that I have done. Now let's just get into CTRM. The stock is trading at 39.40 cents right now. As you can see, yesterday the stock was closed at 42 cents and the stock went as high as 43 cents. If you take a look at the volume is pretty strong. It was almost 500 million yesterday. Before that it was 168 million, 185 million on January 19th. On January 15th it was 163 million. It was as high as 700 million on January 13th. So there is a pretty good momentum. The stock is strong in terms of volume, but there were a couple of catalysts that happened that brought the stock down up to the 32 cents level after it went to 40 cents level, and we'll talk about that more. The company was founded in 2016 and it's a standard traditional shipping company. Castor Maritime is a hyper growth oriented global shipping company engaged in the seaborne transportation of a wide range of dry bulk vessels and commodities along worldwide shipping routes through their ownership of dry bulk vessels. This company is a traditional company. That means that I could not find a way that they will have a exponential growth. They are investing more in vessels that will bring them more revenue, and the company can grow over the time. But compared to other penny stocks that we have been seeing lately, like BNGO, CHEK, NNDM, OBSV, I'm not expecting a hyper growth in terms of stock price or anything in CTRM for myself, and I wanted to share that with you. So please do your own due diligence and research. Castor Maritime yesterday announced that they are buying one more carrier vessel. That acquisition is going to happen in late Q1, early Q2. Let's take a look here. A global shipping company specializing in the ownership of dry bulk vessels announces that it entered through a separate wholly owned subsidiary into an agreement to purchase 2006 Japan-built dry bulk carrier from an unaffiliated third-party seller for a purchase price of $17.5 million. The acquisition is expected to taking over the delivery of vessels sometimes in the end of the first quarter or the beginning of the second quarter of this year, after the completion of the scheduled dry docking and special survey that also includes the installation of the water treatment system and is subject to satisfaction of certain customary closing conditions. Now, once they're buying more vessels, that means they can have more revenue in terms of their shipping business. That will also increase profitability, but it's kind of a long-term growth. And here is the stock, how it was trading. As we know that the stock has been trading under $1 for a long time, got the notice and extension from NASDAQ to stay within the minimum bid requirement. We have been following this stock since it was 29 cents. I bought the stock somewhere here when it was around 35 cents level, and since then they announced one of the share offering. The stock price was sustained around 30 to 34 cents, and there was a strong support around 32 cents. And after the news came, the stock spiked up all the way to 42 cents yesterday about their acquisition of additional vessel. And today the stock is trading at 42 cents at the moment during the trading session. Now CTRM announced offering of stocks at $26 million. For that, they also announced $18 million of registered direct offering. Right before that, they also got the notice from NASDAQ that they have 180-day extension to meet the NASDAQ's minimum bid requirement of $1. They will have to trade above $1 for 10 consecutive days to get rid of the delisting risk that they are at right now. I wanted to also mention that this is a one-person company. There is one full-time employee who is a founder, chairman, CEO, CFO, and treasurer. So this company has not scaled yet themselves at the moment. They might have multiple contractors for their vessels and running other parts of their business and operations, but in general, I invest in company that has exponential growth, especially when it comes to penny stock, because penny stocks has their own risk and rewards. You can make ton of money. At the same time, you can lose them all as well. So when I invest in the company, I make sure that there is a potential for company to grow in future, to have an exponential growth. They can double in price. Lately, we have been seeing with BNGO, NNDM, OEG, OBSV, all those penny stocks that you might have watched my videos have been worked out pretty well, and we doubled or tripled our money in pretty much no time, and that was very great to see, especially at the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021 has been very great in terms of the investments in penny stocks. But once again, this company is one employee company. Founder, CEO, CFO has been wearing very many hats. I'm going to share what I found in terms of the shares holding that might help you to decide what you want to do in terms of whether you want to hold this stock for long term. Based on my research, there is less than 1% share held by all insider. 0.95% of CTRM stocks are held by all the insider. 13.90% of the shares are held by institutions. 14.03% shares are off the float held by institutions. There are 7 institutions that are holding these shares. Where the company got this money that they announced yesterday for this vessel, $17.5 million. They got the money from the registered direct offering that was just announced 14 days ago. That does mean that the company had a vessel in the pipeline, which is why it's a strategic move, which is why the company offered the stocks, diluted the stocks in the direct offering, and which is a good thing for the company. They're expanding their business. I believe they have 6 vessels at this point, or maybe 7. So the company has been growing, but it's a traditional growth. It's a linear growth. It's not an exponential growth. So you might want to invest thinking you might have a good return in long term. At the same time, you also want to consider that they haven't regained the compliance for NASDAQ for the minimum bid requirement price rule of $1. So that's also one of the risks. One more risk that I can also think of is if the company wants to invest in more vessel, they may announce one more stock offering that can bring the stock down temporarily. And when we see more revenue for the company, when we see more profit for the company, the stock can gain momentum, get back up. What I wanted to tell you right now is the company has pretty good volume at the moment. The stock is trading at 38 cents right now. As you can see, it went as high as 43 cents. Stock price gained almost 33%, which is a great thing for a penny stock. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not an advice to buy or sell stocks. Please do your own due diligence and research before you buy and sell this stock. Please click on the like button, subscribe to my channel to help me out as well, and share this video with your friends and family so they can take an advantage of the research that I have done. Thanks all. I'll see you very soon.